K-World, YouTube, True Crime, Devil's Site, everything else. Going over a article, and I sort of didn't know this, but the other night when I was looking through stuff, it came up and I didn't read it. And then today, me and my wife were talking about this, and yes, literally, it came out, and wow, right. Not only are these parents, right, covering up and not saying where this kid is, but like I said, I wasn't aware of that he and his parents, when he got back, after leaving Gabby, went on a little camping trip. Now, before I get into this, I want to say some other comments have come up on my page. And, yeah, a lot of people ain't taking this Gabby, oh, I'm so innocent thing too kindly. Or let alone that she, literally is known as the aggressor. Which I did watch that 48-hour show. And, yes, one thing I did see is that Gabby, and don't get me wrong, someone has also said in a comment that this is a distraction of the cover-up of the coronavirus stuff, but also this is in to do with, wow, people ragging on me about me not knowing women of today. I know women of today very well, and I watch women of today a lot, and their actions and how women, younger than me and how they work. And I watch and listen. Actually, my son listens to videos on YouTube, mind you, of young women on their channels. And yes, I am aware of what women are today, and I got someone telling me, in all respect, and I'm not trying to rag on nobody, ragging on me. Oh, you're back with your 80s women. I'm fucking thinking, wow. Yeah, I am from the 80s, and I'm also from the 70s. I was born in 73, but around 77, around that time came, I opened up my eyes to this great big world, folks, and started seeing a lot of things, and a lot of bad things, and I learned a lot about women. Oh, yes, I did. A lot about women. Say what you will. And today's women of society, not all of them, so don't take this personal, but I'm sorry, a lot of these women, of today, a lot of, oh man, you know what, I'll say it right out, straight, blunt, are ridiculous. And right, sometimes they're just over the top ridiculous. And I'm not going to be the one to start name calling, or, because I can come up with some names and stuff of what I see. And I'm sorry, but today's education and today's, world of the future generation, let alone the millennium kids, I'm sorry, you can say what you will, but I will say one thing. Not one of them, to me, not all of them, but the ones that I see that I'm going to say don't have no damn street smarts. And that's the most important thing in this world. And that's about a wonder, right? They come up missing. It's about a wonder why they, right? And you see a lot of women these days, vulnerable, gullible, no brains. I'm sorry. If I'm going to be stuck in the 80s with 80s women, at least a lot of 80s women have street smarts. Today's generation, oh my God, like I say about girls and how they dress nowadays. Put some clothes on. Dress appropriately. You got the movies like Hustle with Jennifer Lopez. And you got all these friggin', movies of today about, oh, I'm cheating with this guy and I'm doing this with that guy. And there's no morals in movies no more. Like the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Believe me, I like them two actors, Kate Hudson and what's his name? I forget his name, but of course he plays in Bernie. McCullough, I believe his name is, right? And I get it. There's always somebody out there that needs the scoop of today, and how to break a heart, how to collapse a man or woman. I get it. And that's why, yes, someone has also said that, oh, I'm old fashioned, you're old school. That's damn right. Because back in my day, when I seen of women getting beaten, women getting, cheated on, or let alone cheating on someone else, getting up in each other's faces and arguing and screaming and, beating each other up, whatever the case may be. And I've seen a lot of women get their ass kicked. And I was a kid and I wasn't able to do nothing because I was too young, too scared, and didn't realize what the hell was going on. You can say what you will about me. Anybody can say what they will, but I'm old fashioned. One woman, one man, kids, and call me crazy. I don't care. Because I can tell you right now, if people lived my way and if people obeyed by my rules, this world wouldn't be corrupt right now. There wouldn't be all these missing people and murders. People got to come out of this and realize, right? There's a thin line, and there's a friggin' consequence when stuff happens like this. And yes, now that I know the complete full story, believe me, I was listening to it. But like I say, no woman should die no matter what they have done or slapped a man. If you get slapped by a woman and you're going to complain and you're going to cry about it, you're a goddamn pussy. And then you go off and beat them up, you're even more of a pussy. You ain't no man, you're a pussy. You're a little wussy. You're a little wimp. And I'd say it to your face. What are you going to do about it, right? That's it. I don't see nobody in the world having to raise a hand to a woman. And don't get me wrong, I know a lot of women these days that are cocky, arrogant, and I see a lot of it go down. And you know what, I keep up with the times, people, and I put this all in the storage box in my head. My videos are unscripted. My videos are, just like the Maura Murray case. Who knows what she was doing? Who knows what them two are doing? Because there were claims that her Billy boy was cheating on her. There were claims that she was cheating on him, but yet there they are sending back messages to one another. Oh, hey, big love bird, or whatever she said. I haven't forgot about you, but I need my space, and blah, 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 blah. But yet, in my eyes, she was literally, I think, going off and seeing another man that she got sucked up on. Somehow she got sucked up, whether it been the internet, but there's nothing on reports of the internet, but I think she got caught up on something. So, with that being said, in modern times, future relationships, I'm telling you, I see it all. In today's future generation, most of the, not all, but most of the people disgust me. Especially relationship-wise. I'll use a perfect example. You ain't gonna tell me that I don't know about modern women. I don't care who gets this video and who says it, but if anybody's got something to say, they can come say it to my face. Because I'm gonna throw someone under the bus. Because, every time my wife talks to her 32-year-old sister, and that's all I'm gonna say. This girl's in her beginning of her 30s, and every time my wife talks about him, I get these disgusting, you want to wash yourself with the words that come out of the mouth, and you want to cleanse yourself from it. You want to sit there and say, ooh, get this off me, because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to think about it. I don't even want to acknowledge it. But all I'll say is about this young girl and her, new husband, and I'll throw someone else under the bus, their cousin. Ain't no different. Both got two men that cheat, that lie, and that control them. And when I hear these stories, right, people gotta live and learn, is right. Live and learn. You need to live and learn. But they've caught their men cheating. All right, literally. They've even caught small little diseases and gonna play it off as something that ain't. Oh, I caught this, and then they say it's something else, and it ain't that. It's what it is. STDs, maybe. Yeah, whatever it's called. And they still stay with this person. I mean, not only that, right? One of them got married to the scumbag. And that to me is disgusting. But yes, that is our future generation. And whatever this Gabby and Mr. Dirty Laundry were doing, or whatever they had going on. And supposedly in this article, which I'll put up in the link, well, not this article, but on the video cam. All right, I will give Mr. Dirty Laundry a little bit benefit of the doubt, but that man was laughing while in that video. That man was like, oh, she scratched me here, she hit me there, but, there's nothing. He thinks it's a big joke. He's sitting there laughing, so I'm taking it that he don't care that he gets whacked around. And even if he did, why didn't he just leave? Simple as that. Leave. Go away. If you think you're having problems with this woman and you don't want to be with her, if that woman is beating you up, then you friggin' leave. That's what I did one time before. I left. Right. I had enough. I'm not going to sit there and have a worldwide manhunt on me, nor am I going to make myself go to jail with stupidity written on my head, because this article here says it all. It's stupid. It's I can't believe it happened. And right now I do know why. And like I said, I didn't even know John Walsh called this guy a dirty laundry, but I was saying it too, because this guy must have got picked on in school with laundry. Hey, dirty laundry, singing out the old song there of, what the hell's his name? Don Henley. Give us dirty laundry. Yeah, that's right. But all in all, this guy had no excuse. He could have got up, walked away, and said, you know what, screw you, bitch. If you want to treat me like this, then I'll leave. No, today's society is they go so brutally far into relationships. And I know my wife's sister and cousin, oh yeah, they had a few fists thrown at each other. But you know what? Putting themselves in a big, deep cave. And they pretty much deserve what they get, because they did have, at one point in time, they both left. They were done. But why do I say they deserve it? Because they went straight back. They didn't have to go back. They were out of that relationship. They could have put the hammer down, put the law down, stayed in a safe place. Nope. Went right back. Right back. And that's why I say anybody that wants to do that, you deserve what you get. So if this is this case, and who knows what these two had going on, you don't know if, like I say, I can't say if Gabby, and it probably ain't gonna come out, maybe had someone on the side, maybe met someone online, maybe said something to somebody, whatever the case may be, I get it. And everybody is sticking up for Mr. Dirty Laundry. No one deserves to die. And that's the bottom line. Because I said so. It's stupid. And for this guy to be on the run like he is, and now this comes up, it's like, wow. So he gets back and he goes on straight out on a vacation in a camper with his parents. Wow. You know what? And right, she wasn't reported missing until the 11th. So, whatever the case may be, wherever they went, I'm sure for the words out of them parents' mouth, and yes, I hope they do get charged with something, because that's accomplice to murder, right? That's the friggin' law. You want to be accomplice to murder? I could see them telling their son, get the hell out of this country, here's some money, and leave. What did you do today? I'm sure they asked the question of why did you do this? And she did say in the video, don't get me wrong, now I can see why everybody is right. Oh, she's a young, dumb blonde, and, you know, a man can snap and go through this shit because she slapped him because he was telling her to calm down, and I quote. That's exactly what she said. That's what I seen on the interview. All right, but what made her upset is the question. And why was she upset? And for him to say, you know, and then start, and then they get out of the vehicle, and then all of a sudden, right, she smacked him, all right, probably first. And I think she said, yeah, she did say, she said she smacked him first because she was telling me to calm down. But what was the argument about is what I want to know. And neither one of them said it. All they said, and what I seen in that video was, right, oh, she hit me here, scratched me there. And then the witnesses said that he was smacking her back in the truck. But never once did I hear what started the fight. Maybe it is up there, I didn't see it, but I didn't see nothing in that 48 hours, and that's a quick one, boy, because usually these cases on 48 hours don't come out till a year later. So bang, another friggin' mind buster. It's insane on this case. But whatever the case may be, I'm not sticking up for nobody now because, you know, she smacked him first, he smacked back, but yet she's dead. And that right there, I don't agree with. That guy, if he got smacked first, if he had the brains, he would have said, I'm done, and said, I'm going home. And if his parents was going to do what they did, there you go. He could have got picked right up. They could have wired him some money and got him home. That night or at the hotel room, and they split him up, he should have been making his phone calls to leave. No, he had a vengeance on his mind, and because he got publicized with her and the you know, and it was getting bad, yeah, he was liking it, but yet, oh man, you don't make a fool of me. And I think that's exactly what it was. Even though she started it, I think that he didn't like the fact that she was, you know, oh, we want to play the victim, do ya? But still, no one deserves to die. And I do know modern women, man, and I watch them, and I watch actions, and I've seen my son interact with modern women, and I'm sorry. I told that kid, man, you better just, yeah, hold off until you find a woman like I did that wants you. And if they want, he did have one, don't get me wrong, but he screwed that all up. So I don't know, man, it's just insane. And no, I would not date in modern times. Oh, hell no. No way. Nope. Not even if they were, you know, a nice person and I did get to know them and it was all legit. Because why? I will never start over from where I began. You know, if my wife accidentally dies tomorrow, say so, or leaves me, I'm not replacing her, because that's starting way back in the beginning. And yeah, to me, people need to be educated on dating, and meaning that You ain't been with a woman only, say so, a year. Yeah, what is to say the next, like me, 26 years? Everything is still gonna be the same. It's not. You're gonna have your ups and downs. And you're gonna get your friggin' heart cut. That's right. You get scarred in relationships. And because of what happened to me within my relationship is right. No. No way would I go into another relationship because I'm sorry. I'm not shutting off on me. Hope this is still. Yep. I'm just saying this because, right, I am not the type to want to start all over again. No way, no how. Starting over again to me would be pure misery. Because you gotta know every little inch about that person. And if you screw up, if you do something wrong, right, you got this and that thrown at you, and, if something you went wrong, and, or she did something wrong, and, every little nook and cranny that you gotta put into the relationship, it's a full-time job. Yes, it is, folks. Because there's no manuals telling you how to have a freaking relationship. There's no manuals telling you of that person's past unless they tell you that. And once you start opening up that book on somebody, and the book starts to go a little bit down south because it's like, oh, wait a minute. This and that and that and this, and I'm like, wow. There's some things my wife has told me, and I wish she never did because, right, them are some deep, dark things that happened to her. And it's like, oh, man, you got to go around that. You got to work around every little default. And, shit, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe in my little love triangle that I want to do, maybe I will give out some advice for people on how to deal with a person for 26 years. And you know what? And the way I figure it is that everything is gone right. Everything is back in order. We've had our ups and downs. And the only thing there is now for the future is that we have each other. We have our kids to look forward to. And right, I just put 2 kids through high school. Fought to tooth and nail with them little bastards. And I got them through, and I won. And that's a privilege to me. That's an honor to me. That's something that I dignify in my life. Some accomplishment in my life that I am proud of. And if I can do that and do that in my relationship with my wife, well, hell, that's the perfect couple. And that's what people need to do these days. You need to modify your life. Some things you gotta sacrifice, and some things you gotta lose. But you know what? In the end, when it all turns out right, and you're just happy all the time, that's right. You accomplish something other people can't. Like celebrity relationships, the biggest jokes of all. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of them, like, I like to use Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, even though their relationships are on the rocks right now, but they've been together for like, wow. And then you got the bad, sour relationships like Mick Jagger, throwing off his bone to every friggin' woman he meets. Had a woman commit suicide because she wanted him and he didn't want to deal with that. He didn't want that. He wanted just, his little perverted side to get his rocks off. And that's all I think of Mr. friggin' Mick Jagger. And it's people like him and them kinds of relationships that make people think, oh, it's all right to do. It's even like John F. Kennedy screwing around with Marilyn Monroe's head. And she, too, what? Murdered. No, I get it. It doesn't matter what type of friggin' time we live in. Women are always been, I'm sorry, call me crazy, but women have always been pampered throughout life. And I think they should be, because to me that is the most, gentlest beautiful thing that God created for man. And if you get the right one, hell yeah, man, you're friggin' golden. If you get the wrong one, well, move on. Try the next one. Not erase them off the face of the earth. I mean, I got the thing, there's things up that this guy was jealous of her, she was controlling of him, or whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, the woman should have never died, that's it. Whatever bad romance they had, a bad chemical romance. That's right, use that band reference, even though I'm not a big fan of that band, but My Chemical Romance. World of YouTube, True Crime Tale Site. This is another video that I had to combine. For some apparent reason, the video corrupted last night on my do recorder, and I had to start off from where I left off. Didn't realize that. But in the previous video, I was talking about how Marilyn Monroe was murdered. It's people like that, and hell, even Bill Clinton. I'll even throw that guy in there because, my fellow Americans, I just want to drop a load on you. Yeah, that's right. You know what? All in all, is what I was saying last night was that it's people like this that make things look all right to do. All in all, you got everybody thinking and seeing TV and the news, and when stuff is brought up every frickin' time, and it just constantly goes on every day. And for people to just say, oh, it's all right to do this, it's all right to do that, that means it's all right to hit women, and it's all right to murder women, murder men, murder this, murder that, murder. Even like I was saying, I mean, Bill Clinton didn't murder his wife, but I'm surprised he didn't. But all in all, it's sick. In the concept of and people call me old-fashioned in the comments. So, you know what? I'd rather be old-fashioned than modern day any day. I'd rather have morals and goals in life than live in a fantasy world of what you can and can't do. If I'm old-fashioned, then I know I've done myself right in these times. And, that's right, spread my knowledge to the world. Because normal people don't do this stuff. Normal people stay with one person, like always. If you look into history, there's a lot of people that did stay together many years. You have these, anniversaries come up. 56, 70 years, 80 years, 60 years. You know what, that's the way it should be. I don't even see them in the papers no more. Back in my time, that's right, old-fashioned. Call me crazy. But all in all, morals in life is more important than, stupid stuff that's done today. But I don't even see anniversaries in the paper no more. I don't even see them. And if you, can't get along with a person, and if you're not going to stick out for that long 50th anniversary, 60th anniversary, then you don't belong together. End of story. Call me crazy, I don't care. Call me stupid, I don't care. Call me old-fashioned, and I'll say damn right. Because my father is the one who brought me up in that era. I was born in 73. But due to my father collecting antiques, was an appraiser. He learned his own stuff. He wasn't a licensed appraiser, but that man could tell an antique and how old it was. And he could, give you an exact price. And I guarantee if you would have brought it to an antique dealer, they would give you the lowest price and sell it for that price. And my father was right, and he proved that to me. And, it's not that I didn't believe him, but even in the modern day, I found this dresser that was worth $300. And before this person I worked with started ripping me off. It sucked, but that dresser was sold for $300. And it was one of them, consignment stores. You get half, he gets half, whatever. But that's an example of, what my father could accomplish with. And I've always, for some reason, taken in to old-fashioned stuff. Even old-fashioned life. And, my wife even talked of her grandparents that stuck together to the end. To the end. To the end. That's a real relationship. And for stuff like these people do, and, it's all right to hit your spouse, it's all right to flip out. It's like, wow, I'm not sticking up for Gabby too much because, yeah, there was some stuff that she did that, she hit him because, right, he kept telling her to calm down. Well, if you're going to attack somebody for calming down, telling you to calm down, wow. Then you really, right, have some issues. And for people telling me I don't know, stuff today, well, you're wrong. Because I've watched relationships, like I said, throughout my life, and I learned a lot through other people's relationships. And I've seen a lot too, man. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it. Beating women up, women beating men up. But because of the, women cheating, mind games. Oh, I love you. I don't love you. It's only common stuff in relationships that happen. And there's not too much where, right, someone's gonna friggin' snap to make that snap. And someone's saying, I don't know that. Well, you're crazy. And I know I am up at the times with women of today. And no, I wouldn't date. I wouldn't be dating. Because I'll tell you that there's a lot of women I have met throughout time that approached me. And whoa, whoa, horsey, get out of town, get away from me. And I'm always on that type of defense because I've seen a lot. But once again, that does not give him the right to kill her. And now this comes up, and I don't know why everybody's ragging on, me, about this guy and blah, 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 because you know what? That's right, you are innocent until proven guilty. But guess what? Times have changed. 2001, I went to jail on an assumption. I was guilty until proven innocent. And because nobody of what they had for witnesses came to my trial to back up the allegations that were brought forth on me, I got released. My case was dismissed. I mean, the judge did say, don't get me wrong, if somebody comes forth and says what they're saying against this man, all right, he'd open the case back up. He'd let it get open. No one ever came forth. No one ever came, and that was in 2001, and I'm still, out there on the borderline. I didn't do nothing serious like this. But, I did drunk driving, and they said I was drunk, and I wasn't drunk. And I'll fight it to this day. When you got a cop slamming his fist on the table, calling me an effing liar. Tell me you trying to get me to say I'm drunk when I'm not. And he takes my license. And now if I was drunk, he takes my license. Why would he give it back? I'll get a ticket in 2 weeks in the mail. And here's your license. Wow. You're going to take my license and say I'm drunk and I did this crime, which was one of my vehicles got stolen. All right. And they smashed it. They were trying to pin me. Right. I didn't do it. So here's your license back. If they thought I did this, why they give me my license back? So I was guilty until proven innocent, and I sat a year in jail for nothing. Assumption. Assumed. Against the law to do. This guy, no excuse. If he has nothing to hide, he didn't do it, or whatever he didn't do, innocent till proven guilty, then why is he running? Why did his parents in this article, holy crap, and I didn't hear about this till, recently, but go on a camping trip for the weekend. Now what the hell do you think these people talked about? Oh, son, I know you're distraught, or did they just go out there and say, yeah, son, let's have a good camping trip together before you leave, or, wow, you'll turn yourself, you'll do the right thing. Did they say that or no? They handed this kid a large sum of money, get the hell out of Dodge, and, don't look back. Because they don't want to see their son in jail. Wow. When I read this and I seen this, everything that I spoke of in my last video combined to this one. There's my proof. There's my proof. I have a picture that I saved with Jason Voorhees and his mother, and back in the day, I guess they took a funny picture with him, and the mother was hugging him. And I saved this picture because it reminded me of my own mother. Because what my older brother used to do, young age, and every time he get in trouble and go to court, my mother was there to do what this picture says. And actually, I'm gonna bring that up, and I'm gonna put it on the thumbnail for this. And it says, my son didn't do shit. Yeah, that's right. So when you get cases like this, if you get pictures like that, oh yeah, there's living proof that how this world is brought up and taught. Not all people do it, but the ones that do is because, right, they think it's all right to do. And anyways, if someone else got away with it, why can't they? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. My son didn't do shit. And she's hugging him, Jason Voorhees. He didn't do shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah. He, in the storyline, and hey, I don't blame him, because he got picked on because of that deformity. And back in them days, if you had a deformity, yeah, you ended up right into the asylum. So why not go crazy and kill the people that made fun of you? And you think more people gonna make fun of you, but to do the whole series of that friggin' movie, I went a little bit overkill. But, hey, it's no excuse. And for this kid, I mean, I couldn't really use Jason's thing format because, yeah, he's killing because people picked on him, but, still, it's just the way the world works. The world is and how the world thinks. And not everybody, I'll say it again, not everybody thinks that way, but when you come down from this side of the town, when you come down from this side of the tracks, which I do live on, I do. This guy right here has seen a lot of things throughout life, and relationships was one of them. And the thing I taught myself, call me old-fashioned, that's right. That's right, I am old-fashioned, because I do the right thing, I do the normal thing, and I walk away. I walk away. And that's that. I don't go about saying I'm gonna kill you. You know, yeah, I've threatened stupid saying everybody say, oh, the frick, I kill you, and say stupid things, but yeah, sorry, folks, I'm not sitting my ass in jail for life. Sit my ass to make myself a better person? Oh, hell no. I spent 1 year in jail, and that was enough for me. Even though I could go back in that place, and I got full respect from people in there, and I know what I could do to survive. No. No, 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 no. No, because if you think I'm going to sit in there with men that blow gas and stink up big buildings, and it lingers for 20 minutes a day. And I'm talking about big buildings, ones that hold like 150 people. And when you get a person that can stink that whole building up, and I'm going to live that way, oh, man. I still think of jail as yesterday. Still fresh in my mind of everything that happened to me. I mean, good too, but all the bad, man, that's why I've kind of pulled back and say, well, yeah, I gotta calm down a little bit. You know what? Yeah, I got kids to raise, and I've done nothing but good intentions. Got 2 kids through school, even though they're diplomas these days. To me, if you're from a lower education, if you're from a lower class family, you know what? Diplomas don't mean shit. But whatever. They graduated, and that's all that matters. I still tell them, yeah, you did that, you can do this. Everything matters when it don't. So, in relationships, my kids don't jump in to relationships. Hell, they've even said they don't even want kids, but I think one day they will find someone, but it will be someone that really wants them. And that's how it should be. Not go like these two and whatever they were thinking, because these days relationships need more attention and more learning. It's like an education. You need to get an education, and people should be going through this. These two right here should have been doing a course on it, not going on a road trip. No. They should have been doing a course on love, relationship, and how it should last. And they should have educational classes on that, period. As a friggin' real term, long life class. And put it in there when 8th graders or even 7th graders turn that age. Because that's about around the age, right? Oh, I'm looking for women. Yeah, well, you're only looking for one thing these days, and it's disgusting. So, there's no morals in relationships. And for this family to hide this kid or whatnot, that's right, they gave him a big lump of sum of money. Well, nobody deserves to die no matter what happened. And that's that. And I'm glad their business ceased. Because now they're going to get no business. The only way they're going to get a business if they hire people that they don't know. Yeah. And keep their faces out of that establishment. So, who knows? Whatever. All in all, folks, this is insane. Today I'm getting to Walmart. I've been meaning to do this. I'm going to get to Walmart, and coming up soon, I'm going to be taking pictures of a bunch of missing kids that I say ain't even on the news. And it's ridiculous. And yes, people, there's a majority of Spanish and black people up there. And right, they're not on the news. And white people, not on the news. They're all up there, all race. And they're not on the news. So, till then, be safe, take care, always beware, and hey, if I'm old-fashioned, well, I think it's better than modern day times, and I'll stick in my old-fashioned zone, because hopefully one day, old-fashioned will take back over, because morals and things today, to me, I'd rather be old-fashioned than disgusting. That's right. It's disgusting how some people live their lives. Shame. Out.